So something I want to start with, and I was just discussing this with another educator today, this morning, and Maria can kind of jump in. I know Julia and Jay do some of these things too, but it's self-care. You know, we really, in this day and age, have to make sure that we are taking care of our whole mind, body, and spirit. And so a lot of times people think self-care is just, you know, getting a pedicure or getting a massage or you know, treating yourself to something. It doesn't always have to be a treat or something that costs money. I mean, those are nice things certainly to do for ourselves, but we really have to take a look at where we're at and what we need. And part of self-care can be almost self-advocating for ourselves. So sometimes self-care just might mean having quiet time, quiet space, just decompressing from the outside world. Sometimes it's just letting people know what you need. It's feeling comfortable to ask someone for help and just not going with the busyness of life, you know, really looking at what's happening. It's also being okay with things that have happened and then regrouping and going forward from that. Because with life, it's not really a straight line. It's kind of a wiggle detoured kind of journey. And so there's many different ways that we can do self-care on a daily basis. And so some of the visuals here, you know, I have, it might just be, again, carving out that time for yourself. It might be spending time with friends. It might be fitting in exercise in your schedule. If you have a very busy schedule, planning in so you have time to get an exercise or a yoga class or getting enough sleep. It might be that you need to set safe boundaries for yourself so that you do have time to get work done. Maybe you need to learn to say no more often. Maybe you need to put together a time management plan. Maybe you need to clean up your room, okay? So you have a clean, peaceful, less stressful place. So self-care can really involve a lot of different things. It might be reading a good book. It might be sitting in the sun. It might be having a game night, whatever that means to you. It might just be writing those thoughts in a journal or typing them in your notes on your phone if you're a more digital technology savvy person. Maria, do you want to share anything about self-care and what you kind of learned and what you've shared as a FYS ambassador with some of our freshmen on campus?
Yeah, so I really resonate with what you say about like self-care and like self-advocacy because like as college students we get overwhelmed with like assignments and deadlines, home life, not being like if you're not a commuter and you live here, trying to separate like family life and then personal growth in your own life as a student. Um, I think that we need to differentiate. I can never say the word. You know what I mean. We need to separate self-care and self-discipline from one another because when we think of self-care, sometimes as college students, we think like, oh, we have to get these assignments done because it'll make us be more successful as students. But then taking that portion of it and separating it from self-care and saying like, okay, I need to take care of myself. So then that way I can take care of my assignments and everything and all the responsibilities I need to get done. So being able to like take deep breaths, go for a 15-minute walk, like kind of enjoy nature as well because I know that now because of COVID and everything, we're in our rooms and there's a lot of restrictions. But even going for like a 10-15 minute walk and just trying to like breathe in fresh air and then go back to your dorm and then maybe do some assignments and things like that. Like just saying, finding different ways to take care of yourself and strictly just you, not you and someone else. Just focus on your mind and your body and what's your body telling you and kind of writing down to what your stresses are or what things that do make you happy and just kind of learning more about yourself. So that's my biggest thing.
Yes, Maria, good. Yeah, Maria's really taken to nature, hiking, walking outside. And I also like that she brought up with journaling, writing things down that stress you out, but also writing things down that make you happy. Writing down things that you're grateful for, because as we've discussed several times, you know, when we're grateful and we're thinking about what we're grateful for, our brain can't be anxious and grateful at the same time. It's just not wired that way. So when we can think about gratitude and just in the moment when we're feeling super anxious, if we can kind of think about what we're actually grateful for, even if we write that down, it has a lot of power, and we have the ability to kind of shift our thinking at that exact moment. Okay, so those are just some ideas, some thoughts.
I can chime in.
Okay.
Usually if I'm feeling stressed about like any like type of assignment or something, I'll just like kind of take a break for it for a little bit, and I'll just like watch something on Netflix or Hulu, just like get my mind off of it, so I'm not like stressing out about it as much, and that like helps for me. Um, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. Yes, the importance of brain breaks, Julia. You got it. So we are going to talk a little bit about that. Christine is going to bring us some more information about brain breaks and their importance shortly in our webinar. Welcome to Christine. Anything you want to chime in about self-care, Christine?
Music. There's actually quite a bit of research that has indicated that there's, especially, this will be amusing to some of the people joining us, there's a song called Weightless by Marconi Union. It was actually composed and is scientifically proven to reduce stress and anxiety by 65%. You're certainly welcome to check it out on YouTube. There is if you ever have difficulty sleeping, there is a 2-hour long clip of it that you can listen to. I no longer play it in my classes because too many students told me that they wanted to fall asleep after seeing it originally. So, but along with that, any music that you find, whether it helps you get hype and maybe get some of the anxiety out that way, or if it helps soothe and calm you. Again, tons of research on that. So I seriously, deeply encourage you to take a minute and look up Weightless by Marconi Union and see what you think about that if you're ever feeling a little stressed.